All right, shalom, shalom, Akim. All right, first I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, all right, Yahweh Shai being the true name who the word in calls Jesus Christ. I had to give double honors to my apostles and others, a great millstone who ruled well and taught me this truth. And shalom to all the brothers out there to the four corners of the earth, pushing this word in all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. Brother Kazapa from GMS Raleigh, North Carolina, come back with you another quick lesson to just pure power Yahweh by Shema Shai. And this lesson is basically entitled The Characteristics of the So-Called White Man, who's the devil that the Bible speaks of, all right? The deceiver, because that's all devil means. It just means deceiver, okay? All right? The so-called white man is the deceiver, the devil that the Bible speaks of, man, okay? All right, in this chapter specifically, Psalms 10 goes into all the characteristics of the so-called white man, okay? And how he feels against Yahweh Shema Shai, just describing him to the T, okay? And we're going to get into it, man, okay? So this is Psalms 10, verse 1. It says, Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou self in troubles of time? Slaki, why hidest thyself in times of trouble? Verse 2, the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. The wicked, which is the so-called white man, all right, which the Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, okay, which is these elite bankers, okay, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, okay, the Rockefellers, all these, elites, okay, they're the wicked, man, and through their pride, they do persecute the poor. And who's the poor? All right, the Israelites, man. All right, ultimately, the poor is going to be the elected nation of Israel, man. Okay, So it says, I'm reading it again. It says, the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, man. All right, those devices are wicked plans, they're thinking to persecute the prophets with torture methods and putting them to death and chipping, everyone on the planet Earth. All right, but hey, man, let it fall upon their head, man. Let their imaginations take them. All right, they're gonna be the ones that's put into slavery. They're the ones that's gonna be dying at an all-time high, man. All right, they're the ones that's gonna go into hardcore bondage, man. Okay, all right, they're not gonna fulfill their new world order, man, because Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, because God and Jesus Christ is gonna come back and fix this world. All right, our big bro, our Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, it says, verse 3, for the wicked boast of his heart's desire, and they boast of the new world order. Every time they speak in front of the UN or National Security Council, or every time they talk to the nations, they talk about a new world order, boasting exactly what they want. All right, another thing that they have those Georgia Guidestones, man. They're boasting their heart's desire, man. Okay, it says, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth, All right, and they bless the covetous, and they bless each other for wanting more and more and more. All right, wanting something that's not theirs, man. All right, whom Yahweh abhorreth. Yeah, and the Lord don't like people like that, man. All right, the Lord stays away from, doesn't deal with people like that, man. All right, so this devil Esau Edom is going against what Yahweh Shema Shai likes, man, or is pleased in. Okay. It says, verse 4, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, okay, the wicked, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, according to the scriptures, all right, the pride of his countenance, the pride in his face, because through his pride, you can see it in his face. That's your countenance, okay? It says, will not seek after the Most High, all right, will not seek after Yahweh by Shema Shai, all right? It says, Most High Yahweh by Shema Shai is not in all his thoughts, All right, his thoughts do not line up with Yahweh Shema Shai's thoughts, man. Or his thoughts doesn't even have Yahweh Shema Shai in them. Okay, He doesn't think upon what Yahweh Shema shall be pleased in, who the world and equals God and Jesus Christ. All right. He doesn't care. He does what he wants to do, man. You see it with the pollution in the water, fluoride in the water, him trying to genetically alter animals, GMOs in the food, all these things, man. Homosexuality at an all-time high, all these things. If he had Yahweh Shema Shai in his mind, he would not try to perform these things. But guess what? Yahweh Shema Shai is not in his thoughts, man. All right, he's about the will of Satan, man. Okay, all right, because just like the Israelites are the physical, counterparts of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai on this earth. All right, hey, the spiritual demon Satan has his physical counterpart, which is Esau, Edom, so-called white man. So their will is of the will of Satan. It says on verse 5, his ways are grievous, kind. His ways are always grievous, kind. They're always grievous to the earth, Oh, and let's look up this word grievous for Slacky. It went out, but Slacky it went out really fast. But going back to it, so this word grievous, okay, it says definition. It says of something bad, very severe or serious. It says synonyms: serious, severe, grave, bad, critical, dreadful, terrible, awful. Frightening, terrifying, horrifying, alarming. All right, so it says, this is Psalms 10 and 5. It says, his ways are always grievous. All right, so his ways are always bad, man. Always bad, always awful, man. All right, always horrible. It says that judgments are far above out of his sight, kind. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai's judgments are far out of his sight, man. He doesn't want to have nothing to do with the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Or he can't live by them. Okay, he's always just gonna go off, man. All right, and do what he wants to do. It says, as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them, kind. And what does that mean? He boasts himself against them, man. All right, he's very prideful. He basically tries to flex on these other countries, man. You see, America does all the time with the military might, flexing in front of these other countries, letting them know that, trying to put them back in check. But as we're coming into these times, hey, man, these little countries are standing up against this devil Esau, even the so-called white man. Okay, it says let's see, verse 6. He have said in his heart, which is that word heart is loud mind. So he have said in his mind, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity, kind. And that's his mind frame, man. All right, and we know that the only way you can't be moved is if you're under Yahweh by Shem Shai. Okay, that's the only way you can't be moved. The scriptures talk about that, man. All right, King David always goes into how he wasn't moved because he trusted in Yahweh Shem Shai. But this devil doesn't trust in Yahweh Shem Shai or believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, okay? Or follow his ways. So in his heart, he said he shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. All right? So, hey, that's him blaspheming right there, man. That's not true, All right? Since you want to go against Yahweh Shem Shai, you will be moved. And he said that he should never be in adversity. These people in America don't believe that they're ever gonna be in a horrible situation, man. Right? But we just went through a government shutdown when people were losing their jobs and had to sell things just to make it, for a whole month, stuff. These things are about to get worse, man. So these people are about to be in strong adversity, especially these elites, man. Especially when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes back with what he calls Jesus Christ. All right. It says, verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, kind. This devil, constantly puts up curses against the nation of Israel, all right, and deceit and fraud, all right. Deceit, going back to that word devil, okay, deceit, El Diablo, the deceiver, goes to deceit, so he's a deceiver, man, all right, and fraud, all right, lies, man, lies. This devil always just tells lies, man, all right. He can't, there's no truth in him, man, at all, man. They go estranged from the womb, all right, speaking lies, man. as the scriptures say, man. So from being born, he's speaking lies, man. All right. It says, under his tongue is mischief and vanity, man. Yeah, under his tongue is mischief up to no good, and vanity, uselessness, man. All right, has no purpose behind it, man. All right, he's just a liar, man, and he lies for no reason, man. you know, it's just to lie about something, man. All right, so he can look superior. All right, so he can look like he's the top intelligent intellect upon the in the universe, man. When it's ultimately Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and under Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the men that he's given the true wisdom and knowledge to. All right, it says verse 8. It says he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places do he murder the innocent kind. Yeah, and that's he sits in the lurking places. You see these with these police. In the villages, it's hiding behind somewhere, ready to catch Jake slipping or something like that, and he do murder the innocent, man. All right, and that's Esau. You really, with these children, man. Children are supposed to, are innocent, so called, but this society, the children are all wicked to hell, but there's some type of innocence about a child, man. This Esau Edom, he murders children, drink their blood, as you saw in the beginning of this well, I'll put it an excerpt of it. He drinks these children's blood and stuff, all that. This is what this devil conducts himself into, man. Okay, so just showing you that, look, this devil is evil, man. All right, he do murder the innocent, man. People who haven't done anything wrong unto him, man. It says his eyes are privately set against the poor. So he's constantly set against the poor, which really is the nation of Israel, man. His eyes is constantly on the nation of Israel to destroy, to destroy us, and mainly the prophets, because the prophets are prophesying the downfall of his wicked, sinful kingdom. All right, all right, that he's going in a change. So definitely he's gonna come against us, but we have Yahweh Shemashai on our side, man. All right. It says, verse 9, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He's waiting to set Jake up, man. Okay. He says, he doeth catch the poor. It says, when he draweth him in his net. Yeah, in a trap, man. He has all these types of laws and legislations to trap Jake up, man, to where, Jake is always going to fall by the system, man. All right. That's just the so-called white man. All these characteristics fits him completely to the T. Okay. All right. It says, verse 10, he says, he croucheth and humbleth himself, and the poor may fall by his strong ones. He did that with the so-called Native Americans, all right, with Tribe of Gad. All right, they had a bunch of hundreds of treaties with them. Okay, hundreds of treaties and deals with them. And guess what? In those deals, he humbled himself, man. Made himself look like a good friend, but it was to make you fall by his strong ones. Because right after what did he do? He stabbed you right in the back and took all your land, took all the resources, and now look at America, man. All this land was once, the land of, the so-called Native Americans and Latinos who are Israelites, man. Gad, Reuben, Issachar, all these tribes, man, were dwelling in this land of America peacefully, all right? But now you have so-called white men trying to make treaties, broke them treaties, and now look exactly where he's at, where the tribes are at, man, on reservations. All right, so he humbled himself for a appointed time to soon conquer you, man, to catch you slipping. All right, and that's exactly what the so-called white man does, man. Okay, it says, verse 11, he hath said in his heart, the Most High Yahweh Shemashai have forgotten. He hideth his face; he will never see it. And that's the devil's mind frame, man. He thinks Yahweh Shemashai has forgotten all the wickedness and evil that the Lord has seen, upon this earth, man. He thinks the Lord forgot all about that, It says, he has said in his heart and his mind, okay, the Most High have forgotten. he hideth his face, he would never see it. Kind. Another thing, he goes in his groves and underground, sacrificing places, and he does that all underground, so he's not seen. All right, and he even thinks that Yahweh Shem Shai can't see him, that doing what he his wickedness, man. But hey, guess what? The angels see everything, man. The scriptures talk about how the eyes of the Lord 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. All right, so the Lord sees everything, man. All right, it says, verse 12: Arise, O Yahweh, O power, lift up thy hand, forget not the humble. Kind, and that's King, King David right there, man. And Lord's will be part of the elect, whereof the 144,000, the elect of the nation of Israel, the house of David. We're praying unto Yahweh Shema Shai and asking the Lord to not forget the humble, man, because the humble now on this side is the elected of the nation of Israel. 2/3 are still proud, and won't turn back to Yahweh Shema Shai and repent. But the humble right now is the elect. So we're asking the Lord to not forget about us, man. Lord's will be part of that number. It says, wherefore doeth the proud condemn the Most High? We're asking, how can this devil condemn you, Yahweh Shema Shai? It says he have said in his heart, thou will not require it. Kind, and we know that Yahweh Shema Shai said he required that which is past. Quickly, let's see if we can find that. Require. Kind. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai requireth that which is past. Kind. So Yahweh Shema Shai requires what happened in the past, but this devil has said that Yahweh Shema Shai won't require it, man. So we're asking Yahweh Shema Shai to prove to him that he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, and the Lord will pay, Esau Edom back real soon, man. And it's gonna be cargo slave ships and slavery for him, All right, he's gonna be the one that's in slave ships, man, real soon, man. All right, he will be in adversity, okay, and he will be thrown down. It says, verse 14, this Psalms 10:14, thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. The poor committeth himself unto thee. Kind. The poor committed himself unto thee, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is the elect. The elect commit themselves unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. So, the Lord has seen all the mischief and spite that this devil has been doing, and the Lord's going to require it. All right. And the elect of the nation of Israel are committing themselves unto Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, thou art the helper of the fatherless. Kind. All right. So the Lord is going to help us real soon, man. All right. He's already helping us with giving us this word, the understanding of the scriptures and everything. Soon the Lord is about to physically help the elect, and save them out of this place called America, man, and throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay. It says, verse 15, break thou the arm of the wicked and evil man. Kind. It says, break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Kind. And the arm represents strength. So we're asking Yahweh Shema Shai to break the strength of this devil, bring him down, All right. Bring down the wicked and evil man, Esau Edom, so-called white man. All right. It says, seek out his wickedness till thou found none. Kind. We're asking the Lord to seek out everything this devil is doing, man, and until you can't find any more. All right. And the Lord is doing that and revealing it unto his servants, the prophets, man. All right. For us to see that, hey, man, this devil has a lot to pay for, man. All right. His rap sheet, as the scriptures say, have reached the heavens, man. It has reached Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Okay. That's how tall his rap sheet of wickedness is, man. All right. It says, verse 16, Yahweh is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. Kind. All right. So Yahweh Shema Shai is the king of all, all right. And the heathen are going to perish real soon, starting with the so-called white man, Esau Edom, so-called white man. All right. He's the first one that's going to really perish, man, especially the ones over here in America, man. This place, America, is about to be wiped out with thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, so Yahweh Shema Shah is about to destroy this place, man. All right, it says, Yahweh, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. What's the desire of the humble? All right, hey, thou, in fact, let's get it, Okay, let's see. It's lucky. We'll see what's the desire of the humble, which is the elect of the nation of Israel, okay? It's lucky. There you go. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Okay? So you led the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you so-called white man. All right? Esau, Edom, according to the scriptures, you led the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans into slavery. So you're going to go into slavery. All right? It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. All right? So you've murdered our people in horrendous ways. So the same thing must happen unto you. All right, here's the point. Here's the patience, which means suffering, and faith, all right, which means you believe of the saints. Okay, so this is what the saints are waiting for, man. Okay, which is right now the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Okay, so going back, Psalms 10. It says, Psalms 10 and 17, it says, Yahweh, thou hast heard the desire of the humble kind. All right, so we just read what the desire, hey, for them to go, for so-called white men to go into captivity, for him to be, for the judgment to be doubled upon him, okay, and for the kingdom of heaven to be established and us to be righteous, with Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, that's the desire of the humble, the desire of the elect. It says, thou wilt prepare their heart, thou wilt cause thine ear to hear kind. All right, so the Lord's preparing our minds right now, for the kingdom of heaven. And the Lord, is hearing us, man. Is hearing our cries, man, okay? He's hearing our cries, and he's, changing this earth, man, all right? Through his word, man, with his men out there in the highways and byways, pushing his word in our righteousness and sincerity. Okay, it says, verse 18. It says, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress kind. And, so the Lord is about to judge everything, man. That this devil has done. All right, and judge his people too. All right, so 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to be judged, but also we're going to be judged. And Lord's word, our judgment is salvation, man. All right, but 2/3 going to be judged, and their judgment is going to be death and destruction. And Esau's going to be, his judgment is going to be exactly the same, man. All right, that the man of earth may no more oppress. All right, he's not going to be oppressing the earth and the people upon the earth no more, man. Okay, because Yahweh Shema Shah is about to judge him and take him out of power. All right, just wanted to show you, Akim, that these are all the characteristics to the T of how this so-called white man acts and how he thinks, man, and stuff to the T. And hey, Yahweh Shema Shah soon is going to take him down because he's hearing the cries of the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Okay, All right, so just want to quickly go to this chapter right here and, to show Akim, Yahweh Shema Shah is hearing us. And this devil, Esau Edom, is about to go down, man. All right. So with that, hey, hope brothers was edified. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Karkadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and taught me the truth. And shalom to all the brothers out there, do the four corners of earth, pushing this word in all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.